Adeyanju granted an interview and he said many things. He talked about how Peter Obi is a nice guy, but Nigeria does not need somebody like that. But Nigeria needs somebody, who has that authority, who is very strong, in nature, that is a no nonsense person. That is the kind of a leader Nigerians need. And of course, you know that he has been supporting what's his name? Shore is his man. He said, like Shore, if Shore becomes the president of this country, that even all the looters, all the bad politicians, they will begin to leave and begin to, run away because they know that Shore is a no-nonsense person. And he made, example of when they were signing peace accord, that Abdul Salami, when he saw Showore, he was saying, oh, Showore, if you become the president of this country, all of us, we are in trouble. And he said, oh, Peter Obi is not a, the Adeyanju is not saying, oh, that was what Abdul Salami said. But again, when he started referring to Peter Obi, that Peter Obi is a very nice guy, that they might not even be afraid of him. But the question we need to ask this guy is that most times, most of the things that we think of people are not what, you know, are not who they are in the real sense. And that was the same mindset majority of Nigerians had when Buhari was coming in. Even when Buhari came on board, a lot of things started giving shit. But later, they now discovered that Asheko Tiele, I say Buhari no even get liver. And that was why they started. And he has another intention. Some people believe that Buhari, being an old man, they always describe him as a corruptible person to a very large extent. That being an old person, he had seen it all. What is he going there to go and steal and all of that? But unfortunately, whether he stole or not, so people see how that mindset is. I never stole, but he allowed a lot of impunities to happen. So judging from what Deji Adeyanju said, it holds no water. And again, he talked about how Dangote has been ripping Nigerians off, and saying that Dangote is Ajib, all governments in power, that any government that comes in place, come to power, he is always supporting them, that he's always calculating when election is coming, he knows who is going to win and who is not going to win, and he supports them and he sponsors them in one way or the other. So by the time such people come to power, he will just go there and they would listen to him, that Dangote has been using Nigeria's money to enrich himself yearly. And that is what I'm really having some sort of concern about. That when people talk about a Dangote, that okay, if they give an ordinary person the opportunity Dangote is having, that the person will still be the richest man in Africa, or the richest black man, that because he has always been given that opportunity to make a, to make more money. And I begin to ask yourself, so in that, invariably he has been ripping Nigerians off and the government off. And I always say, how did he get to that level? Is he the only person in Nigeria? Why is it that other persons are not picked? How come? And does it mean he has been forcing people? Because there are lots of people, just like a Wike said, that there are some businesses that you go into, and it's not every business that you think you are going to make gain. Some you lose some and you win some. Do you understand? So what of if Dangote had sponsored some people and he loses at the end of the day? What happens? That means he will go back. But a situation whereby he is being given the opportunity, why is it that? Because most of the time we are always picking things halfway. How did he get to that? Or does it mean he has been forcing them to make sure that he's the only person that will be given that opportunity? That is where I don't really understand many Nigerians coming from. The man did not just make himself to be so relevant, because the people in power today are even worse than Dangote. They are worse than Dangote, because they are even the ones using Dangote. Because if they say no, we are not going to do this, no, we are not going to do that, there's nothing Dangote will do. So it is me, in my own opinion, that they got people in government at some point in time, and he plays the game with them. If there's a game that is being played, he plays the game with them. But if the government of the day is not ready to play game, or is not ready to even bring any game to be played, definitely Dangote will not even have say. What I'm saying is that the people in government have more power than Dangote. Just remember what happened recently with the issue of uh, Dangote, trying to frustrate him. All of a sudden, Tinubu quickly called him. Some people are of the opinion that Tinubu's boys, they themselves, just like this man said also in his interview, Deji Adeyanju said that it became a problem for Dangote because most of the governments in the past have been, working together with him and all of that. But Tinubu's government tried to refuse not to work with him, and that's why we experienced all those buhaha, all those noise here and there. But before they could say their province, they had to quickly call him because Dangote was ready to speed the whole thing, and nothing. He say he was ready for that. That is the reason why you see that what a chat actually happened. They quickly called him and said, okay, Mr. Man, no be so. Let's iron the whole thing. And from Deji's statement saying that Tinubu's boys think that they themselves, that what Dangote is doing, they themselves can do it. No wonder somebody said that, oh, the 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 crude oil or the oil, the refined oil of Dangote is substandard. That is better they continue to import from the country. That was when Dangote got infuriated and said, no, we are going to spill this whole thing. But they quickly brought him together and said, no, Mr. Man, don't forget it. Don't go that route. We are going to cooperate with you. And at the end of the day, who are the people bearing the brunt? They are Nigerians as well. So all these statements made by this man, because he said again, I mean, the Jadeyanju, even in that interview, he said, you know what, that no politician should be paid salary. Oh, this and that. Of course, all those things that he's saying, you know, talking about politicians, how dubious they are. And I just told somebody that even this DG that he's talking, if he has opportunity, not that what he's saying is not relevant, but what they say is different from what they do when they have the opportunity. Just like what Tinubu is saying and what Tinubu is doing to the nation. A lot of people really believed in him that he was going to do the right thing. They said he took some bold steps or bold decisions or tough decisions, but believe you me, those decisions are to his favor. To his favor. See the man who was an activist, talking to favor the people in favor of the masses, but see what he's doing even now. So who is to be trusted? Yeah, the Jadenyagu did well from onset, but discrediting someone like Peter Obi is a no-go area, and it's not even good for him. The idea of a strong man, because he made mention of a Peter Obi, that Peter Obi is a gentleman, and no, Nigerians do not need that kind of person because they might take him for granted. And that was when he made reference to Showore. And somebody said the idea of a strong man as a president is crude. Anyone canvassing for that only subconsciously demonstrates a motor park affiliation. You see, you use your brains to build a system, not muscle, and a functional system is what we need. Peter Obi has the brain. You should not take Peter Obi for granted. People like him will do what you think he is not capable of doing. The young man in this interview is called by his name, Mr. Dijadinoju. For the past decade, he has been trying to sustain his social and political relevance by prominently and intentionally being in the vanguard of an unpopular opposition movement. Mr. Deji has perfectly studied and understood the psycho sociopolitical landscape of the Nigerian state, and that is why he has taken full control of opposition rhetoric. All his gimmicks are to fulfill his ultimate goal of sustaining sociopolitical relevance. Why there are many relatable instances that I wouldn't even want to bore you with. Let us discuss the pre and post 2023 election body language. Mr. DG was among the first social media public figures to endorse the Labour Party candidate, Mr. Obi. In that post, Mr. DG idolized Peter B, highlighting his unique and exceptional qualities, which are quite rare in most Nigerian politicians. Mr. Digi even went further to advise Mr. Obi to form an alliance with a Kano State-born Mr. Rabiu Kwakwanso, a prominent northern politician, stressing that the across the Niger handshake has the potential of unseating the incumbent APC. However, when Mr. Digi read the ultimate consequences of his actions, on his socio-political relevance, he swiftly switched to playing the role of prophet Jeremiah in Mr. Peter Obi's campaign. To the charging of his followers, Mr. Deji, a one-time supporter turned against Mr. Peter Obi, published several updates demeaning the personality and character of Mr. Peter Obi with a view to undermine his presidential ambition while simultaneously proclaiming victory for the APC. These actions were well thought out and properly structured. Mr. Deji knew that a victory for the APC through Mr. Tinubu will mean economic doom for Nigeria and Nigerians, while a victory for Mr. Obi and the Labour Party would mean the opposite for the 35th most corrupt country in the world. In order to remain relevant in the socio-political space of this country, through unpopular or positional opinion, Mr. Deji needs a poor performing government to be in power and a culminating combatic economy. This is where he leverages being in the headlines. He is also not the only one on this list. Nigerians need to be wise, and that is it. Like I said, give him that opportunity to, they will begin to, people who are not consistent in their way or in their thinking. This is exactly what you get. He said many things. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this matter.